Tara, tu tare, tu re soha.
Om tare, tu re soha. Om tare, tu re soha.
Can you hear me? Whoa. I think you can hear me. Yeah. Can you hear me? Hey, Travis, how you doing? Everybody looks nice today. Hi, everybody. You all look nice. Is that okay? Okay. Oh, thank you. I think you're just saying that, but thank you. Okay.
Om ji zun, pama druma la chazelu, chanza druma, tarepam, tuda rai jikyusema, ture dena tamjetema, soha yegi chela rabdi.
Om tare re soha. 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 Om tare re soha.
Tara, tu tare, tu re soha.
Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare Dure Soha. Om Tare.
Welcome to the Rime Center. I'm glad you're all here on this nice Sunday morning. If this is your first time being at the Rime Center, I hope you enjoy your time here and that you'll consider making this your spiritual home. Refuge vows. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. For immeasurables. May all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness. And may all beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the worldly concerns. May all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness. And may all beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the worldly concerns. May all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness. And may all beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the worldly concerns. For as long as space endures, and for as long as living beings remain, until then may we too abide to dispel the misery of the world. All right. For this first guided meditation, I'm going to lead you in a brief metta practice. And I want to invite you all to close your eyes and find a very comfortable sitting position that you can hold for 10 minutes or so you don't have to move. And take 3 deep breaths in like this. Now I want you to take a minute and think about yourself sitting here. Think about yourself. And we're going to imagine that we're saying to ourselves these phrases, okay? So you're going to think about yourself and you're going to imagine you're saying this to yourself. May you be happy. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from suffering. Just these 2 this time. I'll say them again. And again, we're thinking about saying this to ourselves. May you be happy. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from suffering. Next, I want you to bring to mind someone that you care about very much. Someone that you care about very much. And I want to caution you against choosing your spouse or partner because sometimes that's very complicated love. So I want you to choose someone, some being that you have uncomplicated love for. Your child or a favorite pet or your best friend, someone like that. But it can be your partner if you really want to. Take a moment to bring this person to mind. And now imagine saying to them, may you be happy. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from suffering. May you be happy. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from suffering. And now I want you to bring to mind someone who you feel no particular feelings for. And this could be tricky, but try to think of someone, a friend of a friend, or a coworker you don't really talk to, or the checkout clerk at the grocery store, the mailman, squirrels outside, whatever. Someone you don't think that much about. That's what we're trying to bring in, okay? And then we're going to give them the same offering. So think about this. We call it the neutral person or the neutral being. Think about this individual. And again, we're going to imagine we're saying to them, may you be happy. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from suffering. May you be happy. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from suffering. So now I want you to bring to mind someone that you have negative feelings for. It can be someone in your life. It can be a famous person. People have a pretty easy time picking a famous person. So if that's where you want to go, you can. I want to caution you against, if you've been like abused, you don't need to think about your abuser. That's probably not a good idea. Just someone that you have some negative feelings toward, but maybe not the worst person you've ever encountered. Okay. So bring this individual to mind. This is called the negative person. And again, we're going to mentally say to them, or we're going to imagine we're saying to this individual, may you be happy. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from suffering. The people we struggle with the most are usually not happy and free from suffering. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. Oh gosh, that was really jarring, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Okay, now gently open your eyes. Sorry about that. That was an intention setting practice. Intention setting, right? I want to care about other people. Okay. Supplication to the Buddha. To the Blessed One, the one gone beyond, the fully awakened one, the great physician, the supreme teacher, you came to this earth and through your own efforts you obtained the awakened state, overcoming all suffering and distress. Through your great compassion, you showed us the path to liberation. You taught us the merit of compassion, wisdom, and equanimity. To you, the glorious teacher, I prostrate. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions. Perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Blessed One. Through the merits of these thoughts, words, and actions, may we dedicate this for the benefit of all sentient beings. And like you, O Blessed One, may we and every being attain your supreme awakened state, free from the ocean of suffering. Lord of the Dharma, I prostrate to your omniscient being. Hang on, the book's being a problem. Okay. Seven-limbed prayer. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and mentally transformed. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the merits of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until samsara ends and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate the merit created by myself and others to the great enlightenment. Mandala offering. This ground, anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, 4 continents, the sun, and the moon. I imagine this is a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. The objects of my attachment, aversion, and ignorance, friends, enemies, strangers, my body, wealth, and enjoyments, without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure and bless me with freedom from the 3 poisons. Idam Guru Ratnam Mandalakam Niyatayami. Supplication to Manjushri. Om, homage to Manjushri, deity whose diamond speech cuts off all suffering, whose clear mind is the embodiment of insight wisdom. Manjushri, protector, free from evil and karmic stains. Your form is vast as the sky. Your mind dwells in the one taste of suchness. Lord of wisdom, I prostrate to your omniscient being. Supplication to Maitreya. Om, Lord Maitreya, benevolent one, golden son of the primordial, emperor of the northern paradise. Around you, the stars and spheres course and turn. Within the span of your breath, countless worlds rise and fall. Deity of innumerable names, called or uncalled, you are always present. May the pure heaven of Tushita always arise before us. Supplication to Tara. Om Svasti, long-eyed mother of the Lord of the Triple World, mother who gives birth to all the Buddhas of the 3 times, performing all their functions by the strength of your compassion, by your knowledge of non-duality, by your unwavering power. Mother of Maitreya, I pay homage to you. O Lady of great compassion, your smiling face is the delight of beings. Your calming eye looks out over the triple world. You spread your seed upon a moon whose essence is the thought of enlightenment. You are adorned with the finest garments and many precious gems. Your gift-bestowing right hand grants magical attainment to those who evoke you. Your left hand grasps a lotus flower, symbol of your stainless purity. Your two hands are the union of means and wisdom. Boundless body of union, I pay homage to you. Homage to Tara, whose lotus feet the gods and non-gods make worship. Homage to Tara, mother of all Buddhas, who heralds freedom from limitation.
Ture Soha. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture Soha. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture Soha. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture Soha.
By the meritorious energy of my meditation of Tara, the beyond samsara goddess, may all the limitless sentient beings be led by the energy of the enlightened ones until their Buddhahood is achieved. Supplication to Palden Lama. Soul Mother Lady victorious over the three worlds, please pay attention here and now. You overpower the whole apparent world, samsara and nirvana, by heroically guarding the Dharma and Dharma holders with the four types of actions flashing like lightning. You soar up openly like the full moon in the midst of a garland of powerful Dharma protectors. Powerful Dakini protector, I prostrate to your omniscient being. Supplication to Chenrezig. You whose white-colored body is unstained by faults, whose crown is adorned by a fully enlightened Buddha, who gaze upon migrators with eyes of compassion, to you, Chenrezig, I prostrate. Liberating the beings of the six realms. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginningless time, sentient beings through the force of anger are born as hell beings and experience the suffering of heat and cold. May they all be born in your presence, perfect deity. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginningless time, sentient beings through the force of greed are born as hungry ghosts and experience the suffering of hunger and thirst. May they all be born in your perfect realm, the Patala. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginningless time, sentient beings through the force of confusion are born as animals and experience the suffering of dullness and bewilderment. May they all be born in your presence, protector. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginningless time, sentient beings through the force of desire are born as humans and experience the suffering of constant toil and poverty. May they all be born in the supreme pure land of Dewa Chen. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginningless time, sentient beings through the force of jealousy are born as demigods and experience the suffering of fighting and quarreling. May they all be born in your realm, the Patala. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginningless time, sentient beings through the force of pride are born as gods and experience the suffering of changing and falling. May they all be born in your realm, the Patala. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Om 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 Mani Padme Hum.
Okay, for this next guided meditation, we are going to do what's called a Tonglen practice. So again, I want you to sit up as straight as you can and gently close your eyes. And I'm going to give very brief, very brief Tonglen instructions. This is a practice where we visualize taking on the suffering of the world as a black smoke and breathing it in. And then we transform it with our bodies and we breathe out a clear blue light that is love and compassion. Okay, so we're imagining we're breathing in a black smoke and breathing out a clear blue light. There's so much suffering in the world, both man-made and natural. And so we can reflect on any suffering that we like. I'm going to be dedicating my practice to people who have lost their jobs recently and people who are struggling with paying their bills. But any suffering in the world is appropriate, including your own. So sit up straight, close your eyes, and imagine breathing in smoke that is the suffering of the world. In, smoke comes into my body, and with my heart, I transform it. And I breathe out love and compassion that I send out to the world. Inhale suffering, exhale love and compassion. And we'll sit here doing this practice for a few minutes. was a little less jarring, right? Thank you. Dedication of Chenrezig meditation. By this virtue, may I quickly become Chenrezig and then lead every being without exception to that ground. Vajrasattva mantra. Om Benzar Sato Samaya Manopalaya Benzar Sato Dino Patritra Dredro Me Bawa Suto Kayo Me Bawa Supo Kayo Me Bawa Anorak Bawa Sarwa Siddhi Me Bayatsa Sarwa Karma Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Karuhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarwata Tahagata Benzarma Me Munza Benzi Bawa Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Fet Om Benza Sato Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sato Dino Patritra Dredo Me Bawa Suto Kayo Me Bawa Supo Kayo Me Bawa Ano Rakto Me Bawa Sarwa Siddhi Me Bayatsa Sarwa Karma Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Karuhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarwatata Gita Benzarma Me Munza Benzi Bawa Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Fet Om Benza Sato Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sato Dino Patritra Dedo Me Bawa Suto Kayo Me Bawa Supo Kayo Me Bawa Ano Rakto Me Bawa Sarwa Siddhi Me Bayatsa Sarwa Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Karuhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarwata Tagata Benzama Me Munza Benzi Bawa Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Fet.
Om Vajra Sapa 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 Om Vaja 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 Sapa.
All right, for this third and final meditation session, I'm not going to give you any instructions. You can do one of the practices we did today or any practice that you like to do. I'm going to do the practice where I place my attention on my breath, but you can do any practice you like to do, and we'll sit for a few minutes without guidance. When I don't have water up here, I regret it. But then when I do, I just drink it the whole time. All right. So a couple announcements, you guys. I've been told the Dakini group is starting November 2nd going to sell pastries here to benefit Buddhist nuns. They're selling it by cash only. The Dakini group is the women's group that meets here. And if you have questions about the Dakini group, these three ladies right here would be thrilled to answer them after the service. I'm certain. Any of the three or all of them. And I'm also supposed to tell you there's going to be a book sale. I think this says October 26th, but I don't know. It's written in red Sharpie. But book sale, October 25th or 6th. Books are going to be heavily discounted. So come buy some books. We have great books upstairs in the bookstore. If you've never been here before, please go check it out. Someone is telling me that it's 26th. Yeah, this is my favorite way to read. And then third, soon, and I don't have a date on this, but soon we're going to start collecting goods for Bodhi bags. Bodhi bags are 1 gallon Ziploc bags that we fill with things like, I have a list of things. These are the donations that will be asked for. Bottled water, fruit cups, energy bars, cans that can open without a can opener. Okay, I prefer those anyway. I can't operate a can opener. And this is for homeless outreach. We used to do it, and we haven't done it in this new location. Our old location had a lot of storage. It was very easy to do there. We're going to make it happen here. Homeless outreach. We're going to go, or members of the Sangha are going to go to homeless camps and distribute these big Ziploc bags full of stuff. We did it before in the old location, and it was really good. Oh, okay. Aaron tells me donations are being taken now. Where do they go? Okay. So if you want to bring those things, you can, and they will be taken and put in the basement. And I think it's still being worked out how it's going to be distributed, but it's going to be great. Giving back to the community is good. So again, I want to thank you for coming. If you're here for the first time, I really appreciate you being here, and I hope I don't scare you away, and I hope you'll come again. So I was asked to talk about joy today. Joy. And, you know, at first I thought, or I started to think, it's maybe not the best time for me to talk about joy. And then I thought, oh no, yes it is. Yes it is. So I'm going to talk about joy, and especially how to have joy when things feel hopeless. How to have joy when things feel hopeless. And I got to tell you, here at the start, I was listening to a Jay-Z song this morning, and in this song, there's a chorus of kids, and they say, "It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treated, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicked." And somebody's going to say, "Daniel, that's from a musical about orphans." I know. That's not something I would watch, but I do know. But that's how life feels like sometimes. It is a hard knock life for us. It is. That is the Buddhist teaching, life is full of suffering. It is, right? So, but joy when things feel hopeless, that might sound impossible, right? Like telling somebody to smile when they're standing in the rain. It's hard. But I want to tell you, joy, what we're talking about here, it's not the same as happiness. Happiness depends on what's happening. Or in Buddhism, we say things like causes and conditions, right? The things around you in your life. Happiness can be dependent on that, but joy is something deeper. And when we talk about joy in a Buddhist context, we're talking about this word mudita, and this is usually translated as sympathetic joy, or sometimes boundless joy. I love the word boundless, so I like to say boundless joy. But this is the ability to feel joy, not just for ourselves, but also for others. It's one of the teachings we call the four immeasurables, which are kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. These are called boundless states, the attitudes of a bodhisattva's heart. And so sympathetic joy just means that when someone else succeeds, when someone else finds peace or love or relief we can rejoice in it instead of feeling jealous. Why not me? I have a big struggle with why not me sometimes, or feeling indifference. It's feeling real joy for someone else. And, I have an easy time feeling joy for my son when he's doing well in debate class, in debate tournaments, right? Of course I do. That's my son. We're not talking about joy toward the people closest to you, because we can all relate to that, I think. We can be really happy for the people we love the most. But what we're talking about here is making that bigger and feeling joy for the people we don't love the most. And then if we're really good, maybe even joy for people we don't like. That, I'm not there. You're probably not either. But if we could do that, if we can feel joy for other people, then joy is available all the time. All the time. We just have to learn how to sort of shift our thinking in order to get there. Sometimes joy is like the hardest of those four immeasurables. Bringing joy into your life. It requires loosening our grip on self-centeredness. And I don't know about you, but my grip on self-centeredness, it's my struggle. It's my lifelong struggle. And I think it is for many people. And also when I think about joy, and things being hopeless, I also think about like people at protests who are dressing up as frogs, right? Have you guys seen that in the news? That is joy. That is saying, no matter what's happening, you, sir, are not going to take my joy away, right? No matter what, I'm going to show up and have fun as a frog, I guess. So I really like that. The great Buddhist teacher Shantideva said, this is heavy, you guys, all the joy the world contains has come through wishing happiness for others. All the misery the world contains has come from wanting pleasure for oneself. Wow, is that right? Does wanting our happiness make us miserable? I think when we have an expectation that the world's going to line up for us, that makes us miserable, right? If we have an expectation that things are going to stop going wrong, that makes us unhappy, because things are going to keep going wrong. They just are. That's human life. There's always going to be something. And I think if we start to think that at some point, I'm going to get the right partner or the right job or the right house or whatever, and then I can be happy. That kind of thinking doesn't serve us. So we've got to find the joy if we're going to get through this. And the more we cling to what we think we deserve, the more we suffer. But when we open up, if we can let our hearts vibrate with someone else's joy, then we can create those conditions for our own peace. And so I think about that a lot in the context of difficult times, because life's not easy. Maybe you're struggling with money or illness or grief, and maybe you get lost in all the noise that's in the world, because there's always a lot of noise. Or maybe you're just tired. I'm so tired. And in times like that, joy can feel like a luxury. It can feel like something that's far away. But Buddhism teaches us that joy is something we can cultivate before things get better. And it can help us. It can motivate and inspire us and give us energy. And we need energy because we're tired. Again, like I said. Thich Nhat Hanh, the famous Zen teacher, R.I.P., he said, sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. It feels like a sign in a kindergarten classroom, I think. But it is true, though. Your smile can be the source of your joy. Think positively, right? People say that. Think positively. That's a teaching about practice, and that's what we're doing. Cultivating joy is a practice. We can cultivate it the same way we cultivate mindfulness or patience or whatever else we're trying to grow in ourselves. We can sit with it and breathe with it and nurture it like a small flame in the dark. And sometimes sympathetic joy is exactly what can get us through the worst moments. When we can't find any joy for ourselves, we can still rejoice in the joy of others. We can look at someone's smile or someone's love, or even like non-personal things like beautiful weather or a beautiful sunrise, right? I've been looking out that window. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, even though the first thing I see is my car. So goodness still exists, and joy is contagious. And when we let ourselves feel it, even secondhand, it softens our heart. I'm reminded of Mr. Rogers. He said that when things were scary on the TV, what you all know it, right? His mom told him, look for the helpers, because there's always helpers. Look for the helpers, right? That's what we got to do if we're going to get through it. So I want to suggest that when we practice joy, when we're in hard times, we're not hiding from reality, but really joy is an act of resistance. Joy is an act of resistance. I will not let suffering take away my capacity to love this world. So it's kind of a fierce joy. A fierce joy. The nun Pema Chodron wrote, joy has to do with seeing how big, how completely unobstructed, and how precious things are. To experience joy is to be open to everything. Open to everything. Not just the pleasant, right? Everything. So if we try to shut out the hard parts of life, we're not going to be able to. And we're going to make it worse. Anybody else make their problems worse sometimes? Yeah. Everybody. You all do, I bet. So when we open our hearts to the full spectrum of life, we discover there is something unshakable within us. So when the world feels heavy, remember this. You can still feel joy for others. You can still smile for someone else's success. And you can still be grateful for the little things, like a glass of water when it's really cold, or a moment of stillness, or hearing somebody laugh, right? Joy is not about pretending everything's okay, because again, we can't pretend that everything's okay. We're not going to do that. We're not going to be able to. It's about remembering that even when there are storm clouds, the sky is there, right? The sky is still there. Happiness is still here, even if we don't feel it. So let's see if we can practice this together. Breathe and open our hearts to joy, not because everything is perfect, but because this moment contains the possibility of awakening. This moment contains joy, even if you can't find it. So may your joy be boundless, may your heart be vast, and may we all learn to find joy. Thank you, and I love you all. Long life supplication for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. A flower of faith and praise of Lama Chuck and Mary. Lama of great compassion with kindness to all, you firmly established the Rime tradition through skillful means and wisdom. Mary Tenzin Dawa, who is the embodiment of all the Dakinis, with the sun of wisdom and the moon of compassion, you bring love and joy to everyone you meet. Inspired by your example, I vow to cultivate compassion and wisdom. From this moment forward and in all my future lives, I will strive to embody the Buddha's teachings in every thought, word, and deed. Dedication of merit. By this merit, may all obtain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. By this may all obtain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. By this merit, may all obtain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. Aspiration prayers. Bodhicitta is precious, may it arise for whom it has not arisen. Once arisen, may it not diminish, but ever grow and flourish. All difficulties without exception being pacified with harmonious situations like the treasure of the sky, may the teachings and practice of the Rime tradition live long and shine brightly. Thank you for coming, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your